Georgia and this is The Sound of Georgia. And today I'm back with another review video about my most recent show. And this time it's In the Heights. So this specific Australian production has left already. But as for the musical as a whole, I would absolutely recommend going to see it because it was amazing. I think our one in particular was a non-replica production, at least to a degree. Visually, it didn't look like a lot of the other photos I've seen of the official productions of this show. And there really was next to no marketing for this show. I saw it on like a couple ads on Facebook and that was it. But there was no way I was going to miss this one because it was Lin. So for those of you who don't know, this was Lin-Manuel Miranda's first musical that he wrote in collaboration with Chiara Alighieri, who did. This was the one that was made into a movie a few years back and I've got a video on that. I love the movie too and we'll talk about that in a bit later, but this is about the show. So the story is about the community of Washington Heights, which is where Lin grew up, specifically the Latin community. The main characters are Snappy, who's our main guy. The other characters are just as big, but Snappy was Lin, so he's the biggest. And he runs his family bodega, but he longs to get out of New York and over to the Dominican Republic, which was where his parents were from. And there's Vanessa, who's his love interest, who kind of wants the same thing. She doesn't want to go overseas, but she wants to get out of where she is and be more than the girl at the salon. The other couple we focus on are Nina and Benny. We start the story, Nina's just come back from her year at university. She was out of Stanford, and it didn't go the way she hoped. Benny works at her dad's taxi company, and as the only non-Latin character in the show, this causes some tension between Nina and her parents. And the other biggest character is Snappy's kind of adopted grandmother, Abuela Claudia, and it's all these people going about their lives figuring out what they want and how maybe it's not what they thought, and all the curveballs that come with that, and how maybe sometimes it's not what you think. We had an entire principal company with maybe the exception of Nina. Nina might have been a standby, I'm not quite sure. But they were all absolutely incredible. As I said, there wasn't a lot of marketing, but the person they really seemed to be pushing the most in the marketing was Olivia Vasquez, who was playing Vanessa, and with good reason. She was incredible. And one of the moments that got to me the most actually was not It Won't Be Long Now, though that still is my favourite song, but the one that actually really got to me was Champagne. That one hit me right in the field. She sang it with Ryan Gonzalez. Speaking of Ryan, they were amazing as well. It is probably in large part due to where I was seated and my bad eyesight, but Ryan looked exactly like 2008 era Lin. The movie changed a lot, but after seeing the show, I can confirm it's still got all the really funny bits in there. So I got to see all them again, especially from Sonny, because Sonny is hilarious. We get the like a drunk Chino Rivera line again. One of my favourite moments was definitely from Sonny, where he's talking to Nina and Benny about their relationship and what's going to happen next. And he says to them, "Will I still be here?" Probably. Which is just hilarious. But I think the part that blew me away the most was probably the dancing. So I don't know if the choreography is the same as the quote-unquote official show. And I don't know if that means it wasn't Andy Blankenmer's choreography, but Amy Campbell, who was doing the choreography for this production, did an amazing job because that blew my mind. The opening number and 96,000 and Carnaval de Barrio just blew me away with the choreography. Speaking of 96,000, there were some lyric choices in this song that were interesting. Okay, the original lyrics from 96,000 have not aged well. Lin admits that. And when they made the movie, they remedied that. No problematic poorly aged lyrics in that one. But with this production we kind of got a mix of both. This was one of Graffiti Pete's original lines, and here's what they changed it to for the movie. Obviously, much better. Lin has openly admitted that that aged very poorly. The line is not only racist, but it's intentionally incorrectly racist. Lin said he wanted to make it really bad, so that Isnabi's next line was just, shut up. Just had a stop talking vibe. But because it hadn't aged well, they changed it for the movie, and we got that line. Here's the one they changed that we didn't get. About 2/3 of the way through Benny's opening stanza, he, in the original lyrics, name-dropped Donald Trump. Lin said he chose the line because, at that point, Trump was nothing more than a cartoony version of a rich man, and this was in 2008. But of course, Trump is now anything but that. So when they made the movie, they changed it to name drop Tiger Woods. But we had the Trump line. So Donald Trump was still the one that was name dropped. Which, oh my god, I seriously did not expect that. I was sure they were going to change it. Because I don't even need to say why that one aged badly. The In the Heights Finding Home book has all the original lyrics. They changed a lot more than just these two that I've mentioned for the movie, because the movie changed quite a bit. But everything in this book has the original lyrics, and the footnotes just say what they changed for the movie. Except for this. This one has Tiger Woods in the main lyrics, and the footnote says that it used to be Trump. And they even censored his name. To be fair, there was no way Lin could have known this, but it still shocked me that they kept it, even for non-American productions, because I am sure that Donald Trump will never be mentioned again in any production of In the Heights that plays in America. But I'm still kind of shocked they did it. Also, Americans, remember to vote. One of the other things I wanted to talk about was Nina and Benny, specifically When the Sun Goes Down. Because this song has two quite different interpretations. Lin sees it as a breakup song. Kiara says Nina and Benny make it and they live happily ever after. The vibe I got when I was watching the movie was that they were going to last. I very much got a vibe of, for lack of a better word, long distance. They're not breaking up, but they're self-aware to know that circumstances might one day make that happen. I don't know if that's what Lin was talking about when he called it a breakup song, but that was the vibe I got, with my hopeless romantic belief that they do make it work. And that was still the vibe I got. In fact, it was even stronger this time. Obviously, when you have different actors, it's down to an individual interpretation, and the songs come across as wildly different things depending on who's on stage. But with our two actors that day, I very much got the vibe that they would make this work. Lin, I'm sorry, but I'm with Kiara on this one. But let me know, if you've seen the production, what do you think happens with Nina and Benny? Do they make it, or is When the Sun Goes Down the end for them? So, there you go. That's really all I've got to say. Everyone was incredible. The dancing was insane. I laughed. I cried. It wasn't what I expected, but it was everything I wanted, and I would absolutely recommend going and seeing a production of this show if you can. If you have seen it, let me know what you thought. What was your favourite part? Also, what would you do with 96G? That's all I've got for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my video next time. So long for a while.